In this video, we are going to begin manually creating a data table that will allow us to answer the question, is there variation in the performance of the airline carriers that are flying out of Chicago? Right now, I'm on the delay by weather worksheet in our workbook. I'm going to click on the flight data worksheet to move over to that data table. And then on the flight data worksheet, I am going to scroll to the right until I can see our actual delay column that we created in a previous video. We are going to be using the actual delay column here extensively as we begin our analysis, and are going to be building several formulas that reference it. Because of that, I want to create a range name for this column that will make the process of building those formulas much easier, as they're going to be built on a different worksheet. So, similar to the way we've done it previously, I'm going to hover over the actual delay column heading until I see the downward pointing black arrow. Left click to select all the data in this column of our data table. And then up in the name box in the left-hand corner, I'm going to assign the range name that matches the column name. So actual underscore delay. Hit enter, and to double check my work, I'm going to navigate to the Formulas tab on the ribbon and then select the Name Manager button from the Define Names group. Going to find my actual delay field in the list of range names and check out the refers to column to double check the syntax and ensure that the operation did execute correctly. And I'm seeing exactly what I expect to see here. I'm seeing the table name and then the field within the table that contains the data I want to include in my range there inside of the square brackets. So this is good. Going to click on the close button to close out of the Name Manager dialog box, and we are now ready to jump into our analysis. We are going to be performing our work on the carrier delays worksheet, which is already included in this workbook. So let's navigate over to the carrier delays worksheet. And you'll see there a list of the codes as well as the carrier names for the carriers flying out of Chicago. Our first step is going to be to format the data that you see here as a table. So I'm going to make a selection inside the body of the data range. Click on the Home tab. Click the Format as Table button. Select a table style. Verify that it selected the correct data. It did, but it did not recognize that the table has headers. So I'm going to check the box there to let Excel know that we do have headers, and then click on OK. And finally, on the Design tab, I'm going to click into the table name box in the upper left-hand corner. I'm going to give this table the same name as the worksheet name. So carrier delays, and hit enter to commit that. The last thing that I'll do here is auto fit the contents of column B, which will expand the width of that column, and we are now ready to begin building out the remainder of the table. And that's where we'll pick up in the next video.